Imagine if Spotify was back then and she didn't have premium. So she would be listening to Running Up the Hill and be like, want a break from the ads? Hey, what's up? Sorry. And cut.
On my way, feeling good, like I should.
Let me check my chest, my breath right quick. He ain't never seen it in a dress like this.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Leah, and I'm back again with another video. Hey, y'all. I did my makeup today, and I was like, this is a perfect day to film because I already have my hair done and my makeup done, so it's a double whammy. Today's video, I will be doing another TV show recap that I watched that I enjoyed, and I'm going to share my thoughts about the show with y'all, even though no one asked, type of thing for my channel. And today's show, we're talking about Stranger Things. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. With Stranger Things, I told myself that I was never going to watch it. One, because I'm not really a big fan of sci-fi like that. And two, I thought it was scary. And I needed a new show to watch. And my friend Morgan, hi Morgan, shout out to you, has been telling me to watch Stranger Things. And a lot of other people have been telling me to watch Stranger Things. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. So then I watched it like 2-3 weeks ago. And I watched the whole series in like 2 days. So, without further ado, if you're excited about that and you want to know more about my opinions about Stranger Things, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and give me some show recommendations in the comments down below. I did a video like this to One Tree Hill I can put up in the video, so if you want more of those, make sure you let me know in the comments down below because your feedback is very important to me. Before we start this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, we're almost at 300 subscribers, and I'm still doing my 300 subscriber giveaway, so if we can get to that soon, that would be great. So just to recap what Stranger Things is and what's it about, it's about a group of kids in a small town called Hawkins, Indiana, and it's basically originated off a Dungeons and Dragons game. I've never played that game, but that's basically what the show is based off of. The show is really popular. It's like super popular, and I, over the time that I've known about it, have fell in love with the cast. So if I say something about a character, it's not me hating the person. It's the character and why I don't, or like specifically enjoy certain things about the character. Just remember that it's not the person, it's the character. So we're gonna start off with Joyce Byers, the queen. That woman held down the first season for sure. Like, people thought she was going crazy, and she was like, no, something's wrong, and I'm gonna get to the end of it. And she did, and she was right the whole time. Joyce is my girl. She has 2 sons, Jonathan and Will is the one that goes missing in season 1. And people think she's crazy because she's like, my son is out there. Like, there are times where like Will's body was found, but it wasn't Will's body, and she knew. She was like, that's not my son. And no one else believed her, even to the point where Jonathan was like a little sus and was like, Mom, you're going crazy. And she wasn't, because what was wrong? I'm gonna say some spoilers, so if y'all don't want spoilers, and if you haven't watched it, don't watch this video. But yeah, and what did we find out? Will was alive. Yeah, so she does like the lights and everything. She communicates with him through that, and that was cool. Her throughout the whole show, I just really liked Joyce. I thought she was really cool as a character. She was a cool mom. She was the mom that everyone was like comfortable hanging out with and like going to for stuff. She became like a mom to Elle, which I love their relationship. I love that for her. And season 2, she has a boyfriend named Bob who we love and adore, and I'm so sad the way season 2 ended. But then in season 3 and 4, she has a thing with Hopper, which I'm like here for because we love Hopper. So yeah, I love Joyce. I respect her so much as a mom and everything. Like, we stand Queen Joyce. Next we have Hopper. Okay, so Jim Hopper is the town's chief of police. I think he's like the sheriff, chief of police. And in season 1, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan of him in the beginning because he just wasn't trying to believe Joyce, and I think he thought Joyce was crazy. but you find out that he had a child and lost the child as well. So it kind of started to like, he started to take it serious when he found out, like he saw that like, if my child was in this situation, I would like search and do the same thing that Joyce is doing. So he started to like understand, and then he became like the dad, like Hopper, like Jim Hopper King. Like, he isn't afraid to whip some ass. Like, he just was a good guy, and I love Hopper. I thought he's funny. Then later on he becomes a dad to Elle, which I love. I love Elle and Hopper's like relationship, which I'll talk more about Elle, but like, yeah, I just love it. And Hopper goes through some stuff. Okay, season 4, I didn't know that you could put somebody through as much hell as y'all put Hopper through in season 4. I was like, oh my god, is he okay? Will he make it? And then the way y'all ended season 3 had me sobbing. I'm gonna insert a clip of me watching the end of season 3. Not well. It was not well. We have Mike Wheeler. Okay. Now, how do I say this? Okay, I love Finn Wolfhard. I love Finn Wolfhard. His character though, okay, season 1 Mike, we like season 1 Mike. Season 1 Mike, he gives off the leader vibes. He's definitely the leader of the friends. And he is just willing to do anything for his friends, like to help them out and everything. You can see that a lot in season 1. I don't like that one of his main plots is his relationship with Elle. They don't really give him much of a plot except him being Elle's boyfriend. And I'm like, y'all need to give him more depth, because like in season 1, he met Elle and he helped Elle a lot. Like, their friendship duo, like Elle and Mike, were perfect, and they feed off of each other in a good way. He was there for her, but throughout the show you could just see that that's what they made him, like Elle's boyfriend. They didn't make him Mike Wheeler, they made him Elle's boyfriend. And if you don't agree, you don't agree, but that's how I feel about it. But I love Finn Wolfhard. I love Finn Wolfhard. 11, Miss 11, Jane 11 Hopper. I love Elle. I think she's adorable. I think she's so cute. Season 1, we love her. She came in, and the friend group, like, she just works. She does so much for her friends. She puts herself in danger so many times for her friends and the people that she loves, and I just love that. She doesn't really have the best vocabulary, but she also was like raised in a lab, so. But I think Elle's super strong, and she's really smart, and I feel like without Elle, they wouldn't get through a lot of stuff. So I think she's literally the backbone to all the stuff that's been done in Hawkins to save it, because without Elle, that town would be going through it. Dustin. I love Dustin. Dustin is one of my favorite characters on the show. He's the humor. He's the brains. He's just comedic. Like, Dustin is so underrated, but I'm sure that he's like one of the favorites. Like, everyone's favorite is Dustin, and if your favorite isn't Dustin, you're tasteless. Plus, Gaten Matarazzo, perfection. He's adorable. Like, I love Dustin. Can't go wrong with Dustin. Next we have Caleb. Okay. Caleb, first of all. Caleb Lucas. Like, why do I keep calling Caleb? Like, I was like, Caleb. His character's name is Lucas. This whole time I'm talking about Caleb McLaughlin's character, which is Lucas Sinclair. I'm keep calling him Caleb. So I'm like, Caleb this, Caleb that, Caleb this. And I'm like, why am I calling him Caleb when his character's name is Lucas? Leah. Lucas Sinclair. My fellow Negro. Well, let me tell you. Season 1, I did not like Lucas. I thought he was really mean. But I also kind of understand where he's coming from, because he was like, who's this girl? Why y'all letting her in our friend group? Y'all don't know anything about her. So, and you know, black people, we have brains. We are skeptical about anything that doesn't seem normal to us. So I definitely understand why Lucas was like, but sometimes he was a little doing too much, and I was like, okay, you're being rude. But in the end, he learned to trust Elle. He became friends with Elle. Everything was fine. Lucas, yeah, Lucas throughout the show was really cool. I think he was nice. He had a great character development. Yeah, there's not really much about Lucas. We love Lucas. Next we have Steve Harrington. Steve in season 1 Steve, like, before he became a better person, couldn't deal with it. I just thought he was annoying, and I was like, I don't like the way you're treating Jonathan. I don't like you, period. Didn't like his friends he was hanging out with. And then he had a big turnaround at the end of season 1. And I was like, okay, you're not that bad to me. Then season 2, 3, and 4, you could see that he's like the mom of the group. Like, he's literally the mom of the kids. And I love it. I adore Steve Harrington. And I think he has an amazing friendship with Dustin. Him and Dustin's dynamic is just, it's what makes the show enjoyable to me. Yeah, Steve Harrington, we love. I have Will Byers. Will, okay, season 1, Will was barely there because he was the kid that was kidnapped. Season 2, Will was kind of his villain era because he was like the messenger for the villain. So it was like, do I trust you? No, not at all. Season 3, Will, you kind of see like his interests and everything. And season 3, he wasn't really the villain, but like he could still sense when things were like happening crazy. Same thing with season 4 in a way. Season 3, he is kind of like upset with the boys because they're just focused on their relationships with the girls, and then he's just like, I want to go back to like when everything was normal, and they're like, no. So yeah, it was kind of annoying season 3, to be honest. And then season 4, it's him and the guys trying to save Elle. So yeah, well, he's not one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I can't really say much about Will because I feel like I don't know Will that much, but then I do. He doesn't really have that many scenes, to be honest, but yeah. Nancy Wheeler. Literally, I feel like all the women on this show are just bad bitches. And Nancy Wheeler, like, from the beginning, like, she's Mike's older sister, and she, in the beginning, she's like, not even boy crazy, because she's like smart and everything, but like she has Steve wrapped around her finger. And then she learns about everything with Jonathan, and then her and Jonathan become this duo that I just fell in love with. I was like, I love this. And then Nancy's so independent and strong, and she's not afraid of anything. Like, she's the one that grabs the gun. It's like, let's do this. She's the one that grabs the bat, and she's like, let's do this. And I just respect her so much. And we love Nancy Wheeler. We really do. Like, we really do. She's the brains. And the scene in season 4 where she like is eye to eye with Vecna, and I was like, yes, Nancy. So we love Nancy Wheeler. Okay, Max Mayfield. Okay, I love Max. She's one of my favorite characters. Max comes in the friend group in season 2, and she just doesn't take any crap from anybody. She's caring. She cares about her friends and the people around her. She's nice. Just don't piss her off, because then it's on. I feel like she isn't afraid to speak her mind. Whatever it takes. If you don't like what she has to say, so what? You're just gonna take it. In season 4, they put her through the ringer, and I don't appreciate what they put in the ringer. And she better be in season 5. So you listen to me, Duffers? She's better be in season 5, because if she's not, I'm gonna be really pissed off. In season 4, Max had to listen to Run Up That Hill by Kate Bush. And I just wondered, imagine if Spotify was back then and she didn't have premium. So she would be listening to Running Up the Hill and like, want a break from the ads? And Vecna kills her. Imagine Vecna's out to get you and you have to listen to a song. And imagine Vecna's out to kill you and you don't have Spotify Premium or Apple Music and you're just listening. You're done for. You're done for them. I have to, because listen, when I have a favorite song, I have a favorite song. But imagine I have to listen to that favorite song 24/7. 24/7. If you're at this point of the video, I have a question and you have to answer in the comments down below. If you had a song, like your song, to save you from Vecna, what song would it be and why? Let me know in the comments down below. Right now. Right now. Back to the characters. Okay. So, yeah. We have Jonathan Byers. Let me tell you. Jonathan is really underrated. Why? Season 1, he helped defeat the Demogorgon. Big time. Season 2. What was season 2? I think he was trying to help his mama. With the Demogorgon. Jonathan's really underrated. And that's all I have to say about it. I can't explain it, but he's really underrated. And I love him and Nancy's relationship. And I want them to get back together. Well, they are back together. Never mind. Ignore that. Ignore that. And then Robin. Listen. A lot of people don't like Robin. A lot of people don't understand why Robin's a character. But I love Robin. She was funny. She came in season 3. She was hilarious. And her and Steve's friendship was perfection. And she brought the banter. Because she was funny. Okay? And she's Betty. And season 4, she was relevant. I don't understand people were like, oh, Robin Williams really wasn't relevant in season 4. But she was. Now, we have Erica Sinclair. Erica came in season 2, but she was more talkative and stuff in season 3. And without Erica, Dustin and them, in the plot with their plot, would not have been successful without Erica. And that's all I'm saying. And she played a big part in season 4 too. And I love that for her. And we love to see it. We love to see the Black excellence, okay? Because Hawkins needed a little sprinkle of color. And that's what Erica Sinclair and Lucas Sinclair brought to that show, okay? So put some respect on her name. Because what? You can't spell America? What? Without Erica, okay? I'm talking about season 4 characters because Eddie and Argyle was new characters this season 4. And listen, a lot of people don't like Eddie. And I don't understand why. Because I really liked Eddie. I thought he was funny. I thought he brought a light to show. His character was different. And I like different. And yeah, what y'all did to him in season 4 was ridiculous. And unnecessarily needed. Y'all didn't have to do that. Y'all didn't have to do that. Because him and Dustin and Steve and Eddie are like Dustin's parents. I just love them all so much. And y'all didn't have to do what y'all did to Eddie. I don't understand that. He was hated. Eddie was hated by the town because Eddie was the last person to see Chrissy alive. Like, Chrissy, wake up. You know, that was him. That was Eddie. That was him. He ran that track. And because he was the last person to see her alive, and nobody believes that Vecna destroyed Chrissy, you know, it was giving Scarecrow. Nobody believes that he didn't kill her. So then everybody was on a run after Eddie. The whole show, everybody was on a run after Eddie. And I just don't understand. Because Eddie didn't do anything. And then Argyle in season 4 was Jonathan's friend that he like would get high with. And I liked Argyle. A lot of people didn't like Argyle. They felt like his character was unnecessary. But I thought he brought comedy. He brought comedy to season 4 with their journey through California to save Elle and everything. And I just thought he was funny. He wasn't really like a staple. He was just funny. So, but my top 3 characters are Dustin, Steve, and Max. Pretty self-explanatory. And then my least favorite is Mike, and I explained why when I talked about him. They just made his plot Elle's boyfriend. Now, I will say I liked him and Elle's relationship. I thought it was adorable. I thought it was cute. All 4 seasons, I thought it was cute. I love Malevolent. A lot of people don't like Malevolent, but I love Malevolent. My least favorite season was probably 2. Why? Don't remember anything of it. I don't remember anything from season 2. Anything. I'm trying to think of it. Season 1, you have Will lost. Season 2. Was season 2 with the... yeah, couldn't tell you. It was the mall. And season 4 was that. No. I don't remember anything from season 2, which is why it's my least favorite. Season 2, Bob, which was Joyce's boyfriend. Bob was Joyce's Bob was Joyce's boyfriend, and then they killed him, which, in my defense, it made me mad because he really could have ran, but he didn't. Who walks after they're being chased by a creature? He had 2 inches from the door, and he didn't run. That made no sense to me. Season 3 was the Russians and Alexei, may you rest in peace, and the mall. That was like the thing. And season 4 was Vecna and the Creel's house and everything. So that's why I don't remember season 2. I don't remember anything from season 2. The way he killed people was quite ridiculous. I was like, okay, you already took over their mind. You got the eyes gouged out. You got the limbs cracking like crab legs. I just don't understand. People would say Vecna was the scariest villain. I was just like, wow, you're harsh. Yeah. Speaking of Vecna, Jamie, why did I almost call this man Jamie Lee Curtis? Jamie Campbell Bower as Vecna? What? Listen, a lot of people was like, oh, he's weird. He's fine. Fine. Honestly, the way I'll talk about that later. I'm going to talk about 4 of the main ships of the show that I want to talk about. Mike and 11. I think Mike and 11 were cute. I thought it was adorable that he had a crush on her. But they were in a stage where like boys would be like, ooh, cooties. Like that's, yeah. And yeah. And they loved each other. Mike and Elle love each other. And that monologue that they gave Mike in season 4, you're my superhero. If a man ever be like, you're my superhero, I'm getting married to him. Period. Because that monologue had me in tears. And he was like, I love you, Elle. I was blubbering like a fish. Lucas and Max, I liked that they were a couple, but they didn't really give us anything of their couple. Like season 2, yeah, they gave us the kiss. But like season 3, we don't get much of their relationship. Season 4, we barely get any of their relationship, but at the same time, we got a little bit of their relationship with the whole like her letter to him and then her not talking to him. And at the end, you know, when he was like crying over Max, I was losing it. Okay. And then Steve and Nancy, and then Nancy and Steve and Nancy and Jonathan. I personally liked Nancy and Jonathan because I like that they had shared trauma, and I feel like shared trauma can bring people together in ways that I can't understand. Now, I thought Steve and Nancy were cute in season 4 when he was like into her again. Season 1, Steve and Nancy, I was like, no, I can't get with this because Steve was awful. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. And then Jim and Joyce, Hopper and Joyce. Let me tell you, Hopper and Joyce were that couple, and I swear we better get them as a couple in season 5 because that woman went to Russia. Did she go to Russia? She went to another country to save that man. She got arrested. She got kidnapped for that man. She was in love, okay? She remembered that date at Enzo's. And he better have got that date at Enzo's, okay? Because, baby, she rejected him in season 3. And then she realized, hey, you're a good guy. And she was pining for him in season 4. She went. Her and Murray traveled for Hopper, okay? That's love. And if anybody tells you that's not, don't listen to them, because that's love. With Max's character came Billy, who was her stepbrother. Didn't really talk about him much as a character because I just didn't like him as a character for various reasons. He was literally racist to Lucas for no reason because Lucas was black and didn't want Max hanging out with Lucas. Lucas was a good kid. He was just trying to welcome Max into the friend group, and Billy did not like him. And then Billy got possessed in season 3 and was literally the villain for the whole season. And then he redeemed himself by sacrificing himself to save Elle at the end. But I'm not buying that. I don't care. I thought he was a crappy person. He was weird. He was literally having a thing with Mike's mom. Like, that was just not okay. And he was racist and abusive and mean to Max for no reason. So no, I didn't like Billy. So I don't really care to talk about him. Now I'm gonna read some unpopular opinions that I see on Reddit and BuzzFeed, and I think that's it. And I'm gonna say if I agree with them or not. So yeah, I have a couple. So one I saw was, I don't understand the hype over Steve. He's okay, I guess, kind of overrated in my opinion. I understand the hype, not just because Joe Keery played that character really well, but Steve's really likable in season 2, 3, and 4, and he becomes a better character at the end of season 1. So he has a great character development. Not to mention his relationship with Dustin and the kids is perfect. It's really cute, and they needed someone because the parents were nowhere to be found. Joy skipped. Mike's parents weren't reliable. His daddy didn't even want to take his own kids. Hopper was, dealing with stuff with Joyce, so Elle really didn't have anybody. So Steve was their parent. Max, same thing. Lucas, we barely see his parents. Dustin, his mama was taking care of a cat more than her child. So Steve was really needed. He was their babysitter, and he was an important character. Don't say he was overrated, because he wasn't. He's just likable, and that's... People hate to see a character being liked. The first season was fantastic, and after that, I just hate every single character. None of them felt interesting or worth watching, and I knew it was played out in season 3, when I finished season 3 and felt relieved instead of bummed. The first season had mystery, plot, and good writing. The other seasons had gore and not really much else. I don't agree. Season 1 was good for a starter season because it was like introduce you to everybody and everything. Season 2, don't remember any of it, so can't tell you. Season 3, I thought season 3 was written really well. I love the plot. I thought the humor was funny. The villain was perfect. Not saying the villain was perfect, but the villain having people be possessed by the mind flayer was cool. Like, it wasn't just gore. It was interesting season. Like, I enjoyed 3 and 4 the most. So I don't agree with your opinion. Jonathan who? Steve who? Nancy belongs to Robin. Listen, I'm all for it. Because, they're already hinting that Will and Mike have a thing. So, like, Nancy and Robin, season 4, you get to see a lot of them. Because they're mostly the ones hanging out together. And they're the ones who, like, meets Victor Creel. Yeah, they go to the asylum and everything. I liked their dynamic. It was really cool to see some girl power. So honestly, I'm here for it if they do Nancy and Robin. I don't think they will, but I'm here for it if they do. I'm confused by Robin's character this season. Last season, she came across as a cool, smart woman, whereas this season, she's super awkward and clumsy. It doesn't seem like the same character to me. I don't think so, because season 3, she was, like, cool, but she was also, like, dorky. Not dorky, not saying that's a bad thing, but like she hung out with Steve and Dustin, and so she wasn't weird and clumsy. She just was, I don't know, I don't think she was a bad character in season 4. I don't agree. Sorry. I don't think Mike is a really good friend, aside from trying to help Will in season 2. He ditched Dustin to make out with Elle after he just got back. He's insensitive to Will in the later seasons, and he clashes with Lucas a lot. Dustin is the best friend in the group. Now listen, I do agree that Dustin is the best friend in the group, but I don't think that Mike wasn't a good friend. Mike literally sacrificed himself, almost literally sacrificed himself in season 1 when Dustin was getting beat up, and it was like, jump off that cliff, and he was going to do it. If Elle wasn't there to protect him, he would have died. Pretty much. The whole leaving Dustin when he got back type thing. They're a new couple. Like, him and Elle were literally just a cute little couple. Like, that's the thing. When you have a loved one, you want to be around them all the time. And I'm not saying it's okay to ditch your friends, but they're all friends. We're gonna see each other in 2 days, 2 hours. So I don't understand. with Will, he clashes with Will a lot because Will likes him, and I feel like deep down, Mike, you know, feels a little something for Will. And I don't know why they clash so much, but they are the closest. They've been the friends longer out of all of them because they live right by each other. And then Lucas, he clashed with Lucas literally once in season 1 because Lucas didn't fuck with Elle. But they get along in season 3 and 4 and 2. So I don't understand. I think Mike was a good friend. I think he was a leader. He just wanted everything to be okay. Season 3 is my least favorite of the whole series. The more wacky and outlandish tone didn't match the seriousness of other seasons. Sure, it was fun, but it wasn't super invested in the fate of the characters of the story the way it was before. Season 3 was more funny, but I don't think that makes it less, like, good. I think the Russian plot was good. I think that was a good season. Like, it's not wacky and outlandish. It was still serious. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought season 3 was great. I like the pop of color that the mall brought and everything. I like the three, like the group y'all did with Erica, Robin, Steve, and Dustin. I thought that was cool, and y'all separated from like the rest of the group. I thought that was cool. So no, I don't agree. Mike and Elle have zero chemistry. What? Do y'all be looking? I'm so confused. Mike and Elle had great chemistry. Like what? Like, huh? I'm so confused. And I'm not seeing, even when they were friends before they became a couple, they had great chemistry. They were adorable. When she was like, Mike. That's all the girl knew was Mike. That's the only word she knew was Mike. And then that, you gotta disregard that monologue in season 4? Saying they don't got no chemistry? Just because they get into a little bickering sometimes. Season 3, they got into a fight and she goes, I dumped your ass. I was like, oh, okay. Period. Like, slay. So, speaking of that scene, them bringing Max and Elle together as friendships in season 3 was great because season 2 you could see that like Elle wasn't really in the picture and Max was the girl of the group then, and then you know Elle flipped that girl off the freaking skateboard, and then at the end she was like, hi, you must be Elle, and she just looks at her. I'm sorry, you're rude. So I would have beef immediately. So the fact that they became besties in season 3 and 4, I was like, okay, thank you for doing this, because y'all didn't have to make them hate each other over a boy, even though Max wasn't even interested in Mike like that. So I'm glad they did that because I was like, girl power. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that, and that's all I have to say about the show. But if you feel like I've missed something, let me know in the comments down below, because I can definitely do a part 2 if y'all want me to. With that being said, I hope you like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you want some more show suggestions, because your girl likes watching TV shows, and right now I need a new TV show to watch. So I would greatly appreciate your suggestion. Don't forget, we're doing the 300 subscriber giveaway. A lot of you guys watch my videos but don't subscribe, so what's up with that? Anyways, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great, and peace out, Girl Scout.